Thank you. I do support both of the questions. Increasing the Housing Trust Fund is something that is long overdue. A recent analysis of what the Housing Trust Fund is, a city funding source that comes from the taxpayer and is then allocated to support the creation or preservation, rehabilitation of permanently affordable housing. It's only available to entities that perform that function for permanently affordable housing. So it's not a source of funding that goes to private developers. It goes to nonprofit, public purpose developers. So I think that's really important. The public safety tax, as much as I actually really dislike the property tax as the way to fund municipal services, we only have so many options available to us. So I still support it. I think we need to constantly look at ways to keep our costs, to improve efficiency of city government, and to ensure that we only raise our taxes when absolutely necessary.
Okay, and Max.
Yeah, so I support both of the Housing Trust Fund tax as well as the public safety tax. I think it's important that we restore it to a full penny. In our conversation at the Charter Change Committee, which is the committee I chair, we talked about trying to bring a different progressive means of taxation into that. Unfortunately, that's really challenging, and I think we're going to have to continue that conversation to look for ways to get folks who are making more to pay more and to kind of deal with that issue of regressivity on the property tax side of things. With that, but I think it's important that we restore to a full penny and adopt this, because this change will mean that it keeps up with inflation. On the public safety tax, I also support that, and I think it's a crucial issue for seniors. One thing that we're seeing is what this tax will do is allow us to add 8 firefighters and an ambulance in the new North End. Currently, the ambulance from the old North End serves the new North End, creating response time issues. With so many senior facilities in the new North End, we need to prioritize response times, and this will help us to do that and bring necessary resources to address that, while also freeing up that ambulance, or making sure that that ambulance is available to respond to calls in the old North End and other parts of the city as well.
Thank you, and Ryan.
Not to sound repetitive, but I also support both of the measures. I think you got a good description of what both of the taxes are by Brian and Max, but I'm going to choose to use this time to emphasize the fact that our tax base is only so large, and if a city of 40,000 people, the taxes are going to keep going up, just as cost of living. That's the way things work, for better or for worse. If we don't increase our tax base, if we don't increase the population and the workforce of Burlington, these taxes are going to continue to rise on residents and make it more unaffordable to live here.
Thank you.